Well, B2B ads don't have to be boring, they just have to do the job, which is to sell. Industrial advertising has built America's biggest brands, and it can build your big brand wherever you are today. In this episode of AdLabs, we break down David Ogilvy's 9 rules for B2B ads that actually generate sales and how you can use them today. Listen now to AdLabs episode 3, How to Create Industrial Advertising That Sells, with me, Vera Phoebe from VP Creations. While industrial advertising might sound very dry, but this is where the real money really moves. In 1950s, America's companies selling turbines, machine tools, and computer systems needs ads to get generated serious sales, not just pretty layout. Ogilvy and Martha cracked the code, and their formula still works today. Whether you're selling software, financial services, or even tea, this can be very impactful for your business. B2B ads don't have to be boring, they just have to sell. Industrial advertising built America's biggest brands, and it can build your big brand too. In this episode of AdLab, we break down David Ogilvy's 9 rules to B2B ads that actually generate sales and how you can use them today. Listen now to AdLab's episode 3, How to Create Industrial Advertising That Sells. Ogilvy and Martha has created industrial advertising such as Rolls-Royce, Shell, and General Foods. From this experience, we offer these 9 observations. So the first observation is follow the most powerful law in advertising. So what is the most powerful law in advertising? Is that useful information communicated clearly sells better than trickery or clever headlines. Industrial prospects are busy people. They appreciate ads that give them practical facts that they can use in their daily work, which is important. Give useful information, communicate clearly. It sells better than trying to fool or trick people. Actually, that is very, very true. And with the other episodes, you're seeing that one of the deadly mistakes that advertisers keep making is they're trying to trick you, but advertising is really not trickery. That's why you need to work with ethical people. But yeah, try and work with ethical people. Just say the truth. If your product can do ABC, sell it as that. Constantly acquiring customers, but no one stays because you lied to them. Number 2, don't underestimate the power of long copy. Again, businessmen are hungry for information. Research study found that industrial advertisement with long copy actually sold more than those with short copy. If you have something to say, don't be afraid to take the space to say it. So how we can interpret this in the modern day 2025 is the fact that if you're trying to sell, especially like in the industrial industry, because that is what we are concentrating on, give value for information. Take us through everything that we would want to know. For example, if you are a broker company that you are importing machines for manufacturers here in the country, take us through the process. We have all the time because we are investing a lot of money to actually purchase this said item. So take us through. Tell us from the start to finish. Guide us, giving them the best product that they need to actually do their work, rather than just giving short copy or short information. You're not trying to trick people to buy a machine worth X amount of money. That is not going to work. So there is you really need to be patient and give us the long information that we need to read and make decision based off that. And most of the time you'll find this principle tends to be true when it comes to a lot of B2B types of clientele. Give us the information, take your time, guide us, tell us everything we need to know, just give us all the details. We have the time. Number 3, headlines should promise a benefit. Your headline is your ticket of admission. Make it clear, make it relevant. Headline like how to cut your maintenance cost by 50% pull better than clever headlines that say nothing. So nothing fancy, straight to the point, and it sells because you are busy people and we do not have that time. Number 4, specifics sell better than generalities. So avoid vague claims like world's best or highest quality. Give concrete facts like runs 24 hours without overheating or cuts tooling cost by 37%. The more specific you are, the more believable you are. So when you're in the space of talking about industries and you're in the B2B industries, what you need to do is to give facts, right? So and that is true. You can't say world's best potato peeler machine. Like, no one cares. Like, a business person does not want to have the world's best potato peeling machine. All they care about is 1,000 units of potatoes within 3 minutes. In my business mind, I'm like, if it can peel in 3 minutes, it has 100x times the amount of people who peel potatoes here for 3 hours to peel 1,000 potatoes. It's specific. It gives credibility more than just generalizing. So actually, number 5, show the product in use. Industrial buyers want to see how your product actually works. Photographs or diagrams that demonstrate operation or performance add credibility and clarity. Because again, we have the time. If you're investing a lot of money in, like, let's say for example, you're a printing company and you're buying machines for your printing farm, all those tiny details matter. Like, how long do I need to change some certain parts? How much those parts are going to cost? Do you sell those parts? If they break down, put yourself in the shoes of the companies that are buying these products. Give them the time, give them everything that they need to make up their minds. Very important. Number 6, testimonials are powerful. So if a respected company use your products, say so, a quote from a satisfied customer often carries more weight than anything you can ever say yourself. And that's why testimonial videos for B2B type of clientele is very important. And getting yourself to that position also can be quite tasking. So you have to really find good customers who are extremely happy with your service and that they're okay with being videoed and giving you that credibility. Number 7 is you need to make it very easy to respond. So for example, every ad should tell prospects exactly what to do next. Either call this number, return this coupon, or it could be write for our free booklet. And these are just the tactics that used to happen in the olden era of marketing. And it's the same thing that is being replicated even on digital platforms. So call this number or WhatsApp this number is something that is still there as a CTA. And write for our free booklets. Those are just lead magnets, now digitized. Number 8, the more you tell, the more you sell. David Ogilvy often reminded advertisers that the more informative your advertising is, the more persuasive it will be. So pack your ads with substance and not just decoration. Remember, as much as you're giving free will for the customer to be able to make that end purchase, persuade them in a direction that they're able to see that this product is going to add some sort of value. It's going to tick into some form of emotion that they are driving at that particular time. So make sure that you have persuasive and you have substance and not just decoration in your advertisement. Number 9, never write an industrial ad as if you're writing to a committee. So write to one busy individual, use direct conversational language and talk about what matters to them and not to you. Especially when you're talking about B2B types of services, clients are buying from you because they're understanding that whatever you're selling has some sort of value to them. So always talk to in the line of the customer. So if you're selling printing company, always talk about how that thing matters to them and not to you, because you're directing that conversation directly to them and not to you. Here is my interpretation about this particular article. These 9 rules aren't just solely for industrial advertising. There are for high consideration purchase, whether you're selling an enterprise, software or consulting services or a B2B subscription. Your buyer is very much logical, busy and very skeptical. So even when you're designing content around your B2B clientele, always look at what is logical and not aspirational. You are being the best firm because you're able to produce X amount of copies for within X amount of time. That is very logical and tangible. And they're also very busy. So whatever you need to say, go straight to the point. This is very important. And then they're very skeptical. So speak into that. If they're skeptical in terms of why is this affordable, say why it is affordable. If they're skeptical in terms of is it modern technology, be able to express that. If they're skeptical to is this product going to be of value years from now, speak into that as well. Also remember that when it comes to industrial advertising, long copy works, even long form of content works, but only if it's packed with facts. People will read if you reward their attention. Number 2, benefit first, fast headlines. Cut through instantly and make the gain very much obvious. Number 3, specific proof beats vague promises. Use numbers, performance metrics, and case studies to direct that. Number 4, show, don't sell. Demonstrations and real-world applications, photos are very much golden. And so when you're looking at what kind of photos am I putting on my flyers, what sort of content am I putting on my website when it comes to industrial advertising, always make sure that they are things that are able to show demonstration and real-world case studies that speak directly to the customers. And then direct calls to action still matter. Don't leave your reader hanging. Always point to them what the next step is likely to be. So in short, B2B advertising doesn't have to be boring. It has to be helpful, precise, and clear. And that's it for episode 3 of AdLabs, how to create industrial advertising that sells. Next time you're crafting an ad, always ask yourself, does this teach something useful? Does it show proof? Does it make taking action very, very easy? If not, rewrite it until it does, because the more you tell, it's the more you're able to sell. My name is Vera Phoebe. This has been such a pleasure talking about this article with you. Until next time, bye.